Hey there, you're listening to BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Yanks every series, Knicks every game, and MMA on occasion. Here's your host, RJ Carbone.
And a high drive into left center field. Stanley's going to watch another one fly. Are you kidding me? DiVincenzo a three. Bang! Bang! Knicks take a
Take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody.
At the wall. See ya! See ya! See ya! Mr. Nova. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down and the game is tied.
Rose, you shook up the world again.
I did it again. My God did it, man. I really just had
Gonna have to. Brunson running away. Oh my! He has been the best player to put on that uniform.
Ball game over. Yankees win. No!
Okay. Well, let's talk. This is an audio-only episode. And I'm recording this, let's see, a couple hours before the Knicks began the second of this back-to-back. So it's going to have very short shelf life, and it's going to be maybe a 10-minute episode, probably the shortest episode we've had. This game, first of all, I had no interest in watching it. The Yankees just got back. Much more important Yankees game than this game was. I was watching Will Warren face the D-backs last night. Looked good. Wrote an article on it, BD4blog.com. But, this game, there's already obviously no Brunson. There's no Deuce McBride. There's not even campaign. And then you also get the notification on your phone that Karl Anthony Towns won't be playing in this first of the back-to-back. So with that, I didn't even bother bringing the Knick game up on the tablet, and I just fully focused on the Yankee game that was going on. So I saw some highlights of the game. Seemed like OG Anunoby had another good night. The defense remains incredible. I just love watching this guy play defense. He can do it all. He can play it all. Whether you want him to play down at point guard and defend the point of attack in the pick and roll, whether you want him to guard the screener, whether you want him to protect the rim, the guy can switch 1 to 5. And just watching him defend drives where he's getting low and he's lunging or stunting over to the action or whatever weak side help, it's incredibly versatile what he's able to do. And now you're seeing the offensive input that he's putting into the game here without Jalen Brunson in these last 13, 14, 15, whatever the hell games it's been now, really, really stepping up. He's giving you the three-point volume, but his drives, his finishes at the basket, drawing contact, using his size on his way to the basket, which has been really impressive to me. Getting into a low stance on his drives, protecting the ball. And earlier in the year, he was not doing that, right? A big complaint we've had as Knicks fans, really in the OG era, has been he doesn't play well with the ball in his hands. He's always going to turn it over once he gets into the middle of the lane. But he's protecting the ball a lot better lately, and he's able to complete his drives with efficiency. So OG scores, I think, 27 points last night. So I hand him the game ball. Folks, I'm going to be all over the place in this 10 whatever minutes we go. There's not really going to be any chapters in the description for this one. So it's just really no notes, just talking off the top of my head. So OG Anunoby has a good night. And then look at Landry Shamet. I mean, of course, the one game I miss. I don't miss Knicks games. The guy who I've consistently labeled as a non-NBA product anymore breaks out for 20 points from the field. He's 7 for 12 from the field. He shoots 6 out of 11. You love seeing the 11 3-point attempts. Big first half for Shamit. Really helped the Knicks get off to that good start. The Knicks in the second half let it get a little bit close, especially in that, third quarter. OG starts turning the ball over a few times. Mikhail keeps the Knicks in it with some shot making, but fourth quarter, the Sixers do make a bit of a run, but the Knicks never give up the lead. They had the lead the entire night, and they secure this win. And they secure the win by a score of, don't even have the score in front of me. Let me look at it real quick. The score in last night's win, the Knicks win 105-91. So another good defensive showing. Can't really take much away, being the Knicks didn't have anybody out there. That's not going to be their defense that you see in the playoffs. And of course, it's the Sixers who are already without everybody. So yeah, that's like all I have, man. I can't imagine the spacing was very pretty to watch, being that you didn't have Brunson, McBride, and Cat on top of that, not to mention Campaign, and I'm sure it was an ugly 8-man rotation to watch. Precious Achiuwa did not do himself any favors. If he was already low on the totem pole, he went 1 for 11 last night. So I like the fact that Mitchell Robinson continues to look good. He was phenomenal in the first half, scoring a bunch, racks up a double-double, knocking down his free throws, which you'd like to see. So nice to see him get some starting minutes and really continue to get closer into being in peak shape. And that's really the takeaway here, right? It's what is this team going to look like? What's the final product of a healthy Cat and Mitch going to look like? Right? That's been the whole thing. How many minutes are they going to play together on the floor in the postseason? How many minutes are they going to play away from each other? Is it going to be able to work offensively? Will you have to have minutes where you maybe more minutes than you want, where you give up defense for offense and Cat is not at the floor? Or are you going to have some games where you need more defense and you need to play them together longer than the usual, 6-7 minute stints? So, or 7 minutes in a game, really. So that's going to be the key thing going forward. Of course, the pick and roll defense. But again, right now, without Brunson, even without Cat, can't really get a true testament to that. So not much of a takeaway, man, from this game. That's all I have. I just have a couple of things written down on a piece of paper. I wouldn't even qualify it as notes. But I think we don't even need to go over many things. Some cool moments in the game. Mitch had a Euro finish in transition. OG put down a nasty dunk in the fourth quarter. But as far as this game goes, I don't even think anybody really cares for much analysis. And so the Knicks now have the Cleveland Cavaliers up next. That's tonight. They're in Cleveland, so that'll be that. Yeah, it's good to see DeLon Wright play well. He continues to be solid in his slot for Cameron Payne. I don't know how long Payne will be out. I don't know what McBride's status is. And I do know that Brunson will, or they're trying to get him to come back with at least a couple of games under his belt before he gets into before the Knicks get into the postseason. So that's it as far as this game goes. I appreciate whoever is tuning in for these 10 minutes. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, we'll get back to full form and more detailed analysis very soon. But, it's kind of hard to take much away from games like this, and just waiting for the Knicks to get healthy. And then, of course, come postseason time, we will be in full force, diving into all the X's and O's and all the details and the important aspects of the game. So as for this episode goes, that's it. Appreciate you all tuning in, and I'll see you very soon, Knicks fans. Later. Well, if you made it this far, that means you listened to or watched the entire episode. Thank you. Just remember to follow, subscribe, download, rate and review, and all that fun stuff to help out the podcast. And I will see you in the next episode of BD4.